Good morning, world. This specific video is specially dedicated to the family of Joanna Demafelis from Iloilo. This is my way of extending my support and rest assured that I will try my very best to be her voice. I came from Iloilo myself, and I simply cannot tolerate this kind of unacceptable and intensely cruel act of strangulation, torture, and putting the body on the freezer for months. This is simply the most inhuman and monstrous way of treating a beautiful woman. My sincere condolences to the family. As I said, rest assured I will try my best to be an influence and be the voice of Joanna for you to help regain justice. To the President of the Philippines, Tatay Digong, Mr. Rodrigo Roa Duterte, thank you, sir, for such a prompt response and most efficient way of making sure that all of our OFWs are safe and secured. I think moving forward, there are several ways of finding solutions. First, we should focus on the policy surrounding the deployment of every OFW. As you said, you're seeking a robust deal between the Philippines and the Kuwaiti government, and I think we should stick to it, not until they have put in writing and the legality surrounding the protection of the safety and security of our people. Then by all means do so. We have to wait for the proper time where people are ensured of their safety. For all the workers wishing to work abroad, especially on the private employers, making sure you have to arm yourself with bravery to speak up if things go wrong. That's number one. And I think the government should provide or require a self-defense training for all those who are willing to go abroad, just to make sure they have something to protect themselves. I think it's all about courage to fight if there's a need to. I'm not encouraging everybody to kill, but to protect themselves, to fight and defend your right, and then the courage to speak up, to report in proper authorities. If you feel you have reported it to your recruiter or to your recruitment agency and to the OWA and they haven't acted on it, then I suppose the government should have another helpline, an overseas helpline where people should be able to ask for help. Then despite all the reporting, if nothing has been done, in the event private employers are getting their mobile phones accessibility to help, even I think we should stop and first and foremost ban recruitment agency or employers from taking the OFW's passport or even mobile phones. I think it's wrong. Every human being has the right to have access to information, has the right to access their own personal properties such as passports and even their wages. I feel I couldn't believe that a recruitment agency is taking their wages instead of giving it to them straight away on a monthly basis. What's the point of working to someone and you're not being paid properly. The first thing, the reason why you work abroad and left your family behind is in order for you to find a better job so you can have something to feed back, something to send or remit to your loved ones. I I don't understand why recruitment agency work this way. I think it's cruel. I think the government should look at ways and impose robust policy in terms surrounding the agency or recruitment agency themselves. I think they, they should lay down to the president or to the Kuwaiti government what are the terms and conditions, because if people goes abroad and they're just hiding illegally and they don't even have a visa or and they don't even hold a passport, the employers are keeping them. uh, I just find this um, hard to believe that there are certain people who are working on illegal terms. I think I know it's hard at the moment to rebuild the kind of relationship that we had with the Kuwaiti government, but I think they should learn this very harsh lesson that Filipinos are not slave. And I would like to repeat to the world, Filipinos are not your slaves. We are kind, loving, and very helpful people. Treat us with respect and dignity, and you can get the best out of us. We are the most generous, hard worker people, very smart, and some of us are highly intelligent with high professional education and achievement that can make you proud of. But do not and never, never treat Filipinos as slaves. I tell you, we are not slaves. We are just happen to be victimized by the government who are corrupt, who are greedy, and who are very selfish in their own personal interest. But we are the most one of the richest country in the world if only the government is doing their part. If only the government is doing their best to unlock the wealth and the resources of our country. We are gifted with the bountiful natural resources that would make us wealthy and be of level to you all. So world, do not underestimate Filipinos. The Duterte government is doing his best to uplift the soul, to uplift the integrity of the nation, and I think this is best enough to be respected. The effort that our president is doing at the moment is beyond a definition of his undescribable patriotism and love for the country. Shame on the politicians, shame on the Dilawans that they're trying to ruin what is best for the nation, and shame for the media who are spreading fake news and not appreciating the effort of the president. Shame to the people and to the country who are condoning and supporting the lies of these specific politicians and group of people trying to ruin the integrity of the nation. I want to emphasize once again, the past administration has made numerous mistakes, and I want all efforts of the government being recognized now. I want the trillions of golds which is illegally shifted to Thailand to be back to the Filipino people. I want the Yolanda funds investigated, and this must be returned to the Filipinos themselves. I want all corrupt officials of the past government to pay back the price of their greed, the price of their selfish interest that make the Filipinos suffer. Mr. President, I want all the Denvaksha victims gain justice for every single penny, for every single lives of the children's lost, and for every family who suffered. Those involved must be jailed. Those involved must be robustly investigated, and they must pay the price. Going back to Joanna Demafelis, I'm challenging the Kuwaiti government. Never ever treat my fellow men as slaves. And to all the leaders of the world, wherever you are, Filipinos are the modern heroes. OFWs are the modern heroes. We are not slaves. We deserve your respect. We deserve the dignity and integrity of our nation. And our President Duterte is all doing the right thing for the best interest of the nation. Thank you.